Okay, so I require community. So for me, we can't start without that. So I'm going to ask you all to stand up and humor me, if that's okay. So I'm going to show you how to create community. Watch this. All right, this is going to be very simple. Most of the times people don't like to make friends because they're afraid, they don't know, and it's all this stuff. All right, so listen to these questions. They're very important. If you are human, remain standing. All right, very good. I never know, because I watch Fringe. So you could be from alternate universe. For those of us who are Fringe watchers, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, thank you. Always good to have some folks like that in the crowd. All right, so if you've ever kissed someone, remain standing. If someone loves you, remain standing. If you know somebody named Holly, remain standing. If you know somebody named John, remain standing. So do you notice that everybody is still standing? So that means that everybody has something in common with everybody in this room. That's what a community is. So turn around and make eye contact with one other person. Say hello. Okay. Wave to somebody that you just met across the room. Awesome. I'm of the belief and of the opinion and of the conviction that we cannot do anything unless we do it together. I really, really believe this. I think we knew this when we were born and raised in families, but we just took it for granted, so we weren't really paying attention. But now, as an adult and after therapy, I believe that that's true. Right. I'm willing to admit that. I'm at peace with it. Okay. So having said that, again, everyone is still standing. Everyone. And if I got deeper and I talked about pain and suffering, everyone would still be standing. Because I assume that everyone here has also been hurt, correct? Okay. And everyone here has also felt happiness, correct? See? So we're still in a community together. So now that we're here together, let's learn some things together. You may be seated. Thank you. All right, so at any given time, we have a multiple mic situation going on, so if I stray from the mic, please bring me back. Thank you. So thank you very much, Todd. I appreciate your wonderful introduction. And I know where the exits are, so I feel really empowered up here. I want to say thank you also to the TEDx community and the committee and my new friend Beth, who was awesome. Thank you, TEDx folks, for making her be my person in the pinch. And what I put on my notes here was the guy who created the word cube, because I didn't know who it was, but now I know it's John. So we'll talk more later, John, but you changed my life forever. I just wanted to say thank you for that, okay? So I'm talking today about becoming, okay? And the title of the talk is When a Period Becomes a Comma. So often we wait to hear from people on the other side, wherever that may be. We hope to get some tangible information about how to live life on this side. Today I'm inspired to try to do something different. How about a live report from the journey from this side? Today, from me. So I want to tell you what I've learned about becoming. Yesterday marked 1 year that I, as I shared with Todd, left the Matrix. I left my job because 1 year ago, January 12th, the earth moved in my country. 2 months after that, the earth seemed to move in me, and I made a decision. People say that, you take steps out on faith. I think I just jumped off the cliff because I didn't know where I was going to land, but I was so compelled, I honestly did not feel that I could control myself. And sometimes complete abandonment, spelled backwards, apparently is faith. I didn't know that. So as I continued to take steps, the ground seemed to just manifest under my feet. People came out of nowhere, seemingly coming down with the rain, to help put together an organization that just puts people in the right place to do the right thing. I am the fire starter of that organization. I didn't start the fire. The fire started me. There's a twist, right? So what I've learned is that I have no control over what happens to me. But I have complete control over how I respond to what happens to me. And managing the space in between that is called living. Wow. Okay. So every day, many times during the day, I choose to live. I found that making that choice makes a difference in my world because it fuels my response to what's happening to me and at the same time defines what and who I am becoming. As I realized this, I noticed that the periods that I had put at the end of many sentences in my life, which often led to life sentences in my life, to something or someone, were becoming commas. So I want to share with you some things that I've learned, and I hope that the seed that I plant will get watered. So, perfect becoming wonderful. I was taught to seek to relentlessly pursue a perfect life. It has been a glorious failure. Why has it been a glorious failure? Because perfect demands that you maintain a lifestyle. In the quest for accomplishment, we sacrifice being present in the experience of living, loving, laughing, failing, falling down, and getting back up. So we know that we did it because we have the degree, the trophy, whether that's human or material, the t-shirt to prove it, but not the memories to describe it. And we can't relive it because we realized we never lived it. We didn't become anything in the process. So now I have a wonderful life. And wonderful calls you to live the gift of life that you were given as only you can. That requires courage because it requires you to be present in your presence. This is very important. Most of the times in our lives, we're either thinking about what happened yesterday or wondering how we're going to figure out tomorrow. We're rarely here. Sometimes our mind is in San Francisco, our body is in Washington. God knows where our spirit could be. It could be anywhere in the world. But we're rarely here. Body, mind, soul, and spirit. Those three are required for you to be present. It has taken me a minute, and by that I mean years, to get here, to be present. Okay. So even though it sounds challenging, it comes with this amazing benefit. And that is the ability and the authority to define your own successes and failures. From the inside out, not from the outside in. That's when you own your comma and you use it. The world should define itself against you, not you against the world. Once you realize this, then you can manage your weaknesses and develop your strengths. My nephew, who's 4, has taught me so many deep things that I think I probably do not need an advanced degree. And he's also free. So he wins. Okay. I'm watching him learn to walk. He takes 2 steps, he falls down. He thinks it's hilarious. He gets up and he tries again and he falls down, and he thinks that's even more hilarious. At one point, he just throws his arms up and he's laughing hysterically. I'm like, 40 years from now, that is not going to be sexy at all. But then I think to myself, what's the difference between me and him? The difference is I'm worried about what everybody will think if I fall down. I think everybody's looking at me. Oh my God, I can never come back to the Nassau Inn again because I fell in the lobby. He will fall in the lobby, he'll fall in here, he'll fall out here. He doesn't care. And I realized I missed that. I think somewhere that it says, when I was a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. But when I became an adult, I put away childish things. This is very profound because what it says is put away childish things. It does not say put away the child. I think I put them both away together. So now that I've left and gotten off the matrix. Yesterday marked 1 year. Today is the first day of the best of my life because I didn't think I was going to make it this long. But I fell down and I got back up and it was hilarious. I'm standing here before you with no shoes on. Yeah, in corporate life, that would not happen. I would spend so much time thinking about what you thought of me that I would never, ever take off my shoes. And I would be stressed out thinking that I really wanted to have my shoes off the entire time that I was talking to you. Nowhere, I wouldn't even be here in this room. I would be somewhere else. The best gift I can give you today is me. And I'm here with you right now, fully present. I am nowhere else in the entire universe but here. It's an amazing feeling, I have to tell you. So, let's talk about quantity versus quality. So I have like 300 friends on Facebook. Out of that 350, I think 150, I don't know who those people are. I have no idea. Of that 150, half of them, I think I've talked to them maybe twice. Of that half are people that I talk to regularly, and of that half, there's a core group of people who really know me, that if my car broke down or I was trapped in Rome or Italy or somewhere in the earth, I would call them, and they would come and pick me up without hesitation. So I asked myself, what happened? So today we're connected by technology so much that we have to disconnect to reconnect, right? That's what most of us are doing now. So the devil is in the details. Here's the revelation. We are not connected by technology. We are connected to technology. If you could have seen the faces when Todd said, I'm going to need you all to turn off and not tweet, people were like, I'm not turning my thing off. He's crazy. I don't even know if we know when it happened, when everything started to taste like chicken. But it did happen. So disconnecting now has become very, 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 very important. But at the end of the day, our relationships are the same things they were when we were 2 years old or when we were in first grade. Okay? What did we do when we were choosing friends and our parents were telling us to think about the important things when choosing friendship? Character. What type of person is this person? What's in their heart and what's motivating this relationship? Do they want something from me? Do I want something from them? Or are we really coming together in this moment and we're going to leave different than when we came together? Chemistry. We're always saying that it's opposites that attract, but guess what? It's sameness that keeps us together. We'll be happy to be different for a long time until we realize, okay, you know what, you're a little too different for me. Competence. Now this is what adults do. Does this person have the gifts, talents, and abilities to carry their responsibility in this friendship? There's an interesting question. And if we're friends, what is the purpose of this friendship or this relationship? I heard somebody say the other day, like, of your marriage, do you know what the assignment is? I had to go home and think about that. I'm still thinking about that. Communication. Can we talk with each other? Not at each other or to each other, but with each other. The greatest gift that you can give someone is your undivided attention. We are taught to speak. We're ready. I know what you're going to say, so you don't have to say it, because no. Shut up. Just shut up and listen. It will amaze you what will happen if you listen. I heard someone say that the reason that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth is we're supposed to listen twice as hard to make that effort. So changing the world, changing your mind. Everybody and their mother's trying to change the world. We would have done it by now if we were all working together. It's also a very hard job. But I would like to offer you today to think about changing your mind, because that is something you actually have control over. And your mind is with you 24 hours a day, or at least I hope. For those of us who watch Fringe, it may or may not be with you all the time. What the question is that you'd have to ask yourself is, what is your mind set on? Here's a short story. Michelangelo was asked once when he created and sculpted out of marble this huge marble slab, the Statue of David. So everyone was like, this was very hard for you. How did you stay focused? And how did you maintain that? He said that to him it wasn't a slab of marble. He said to him he saw David in the marble, and it was his job to get him out of the marble. And so he had to do it with love and compassion. What an amazing way of looking at things. Bad becoming hard. We often say to ourselves, I'm having a bad day. We say this because we're not aware of the power that we have in our speech. At any given time, you can change your day. This is what ownership and authority means to me, to you, to anyone you come in contact with. And for the record, you don't have to take anybody's bad day with you. You can leave it with them at their office, at their cube, wherever that it is that they give it to you. Okay? Passion. Passion and desire are not confirmation of anything but themselves. I have been passionately wrong. Commitment and consistency, on the other hand, are confirmation of practically everything, good or bad. So I said to you earlier that I wanted to plant something. I have some help here as the time rolls down. I'm going to be passing out seeds. If everybody would just take one. A funny thing happened on the way to becoming. When Beth and I were paired together, she called me, and I was back and forth from Haiti trying to organize my life when I came back. And when I spoke to her, she goes, "Oh, Marie, what word did you choose?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what word would that be?" I had no idea what she was talking about because I did not see that email. So she said, "Oh, it's no problem, I'll send it to you." So she sends me the words, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, this is going to be challenging for me. Because at the moment that I saw this cube, and I saw these words, all of them were my life at the same time. And I told her, "Beth, I don't know that I can choose." She said, "Peace be still. I'm going to get off the phone with you, and I just want you to sit there and just look at it." And I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I started praying because I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do. I kept seeing it, and all I kept hearing in my mind was, all of these words are my life right now. All of these words are my life right now. And then I just stopped. Then softly, smoothly, peace put the words together for me. So the words were possible, seek, doubt, question, becoming, wonder, explore, beyond, meaning, change, hope, risk, and real. This is what I saw. I didn't think it was possible to just seek. So I was filled with doubt and started to question what I was becoming. Now, I wonder and explore, looking beyond my doubt to find meaning, which led to change and a new hope because I was willing to risk everything to be real. My name is Marie Eusebe, and I'm reporting live to you from Becoming. Thank you.